Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to online classes. This is C.H. John Paul, lecturer in English of Sri Venkateswara College of Arts and Science, Amlapuram, affiliated Adhikavanandi University, Rajamahendravaram, who have been discussing about the second year, fourth semester syllabus. The paper name is Communication and Soft Skills, Unit 2. That is paragraph structure. Look at here, the syllabus and everything is clearly mentioned. First unit is completed. Second unit is paragraph structure. Two lessons are there. First one, what is a paragraph and what is the paragraph features and how to write effective paragraph. These all things are clearly explained in the previous class. Now we are discussing about what is good paragraph, what is good paragraph, and the structure of a good paragraph. What is good paragraph or structure of the good paragraph, లేదా right parts of a good paragraph. So structure of a paragraph means, before what is a paragraph, just I explain the two lines of definition. A paragraph is a group of connected sentences dealing with a single specified subject, that is called paragraph. The next one is structure of a paragraph, introduction. Structure of a paragraph, introduction. Each sentence in a paragraph should be written correctly and arranged in logical order. Any kind of digression or deviation will spoil the structure of paragraph. Remember it point. For example, read one passage. I read one passage, observed and explain. Read the passage now. I read the passage now. One of the favorite places I enjoyed. One of the favorite places I enjoyed when I was a child was at a mango tree at the backyard of my house. Backyard of my house. Behind the yard tree were many houses and a little stream. Every summer during the vacation, I used to spend hours sitting high on the branches of the tree, picking and eating mangoes. And mangoes, though the mangoes were sour, I preferred them to guavas that usually come in the rainy season. My mother always worried about my falling down from the tree, but I never did. I had always had some competition for mangoes with flocks of birds that enjoyed wrapping mangoes as much as I did and would perch all over the tree, devouring the fruit Whenever I was not there, used to wonder why grows up try to prevent children from enjoying such a wonderful moment. This is the passage. There are no sentences relevant to the general topic of this paragraph except the sentence, though the mangoes are sours, I preferred them to guavas that usually come in the rainy season, which does not develop the specific idea expressed in this paragraph. Therefore, this cannot be a good paragraph. All sentences in paragraph should correspond to the idea expressed in it. So why I have read this paragraph? The paragraph is sentences are corrected, but the individual sentences there is no specific idea. There is no cooperation and coordination of sentences. There is no cohesion, there is no unity, there is no coherence, there is no balance, there is no emphasis, there is no variety. So this is completely individual. They have own sentences. So therefore this can't be a good paragraph. All the sentences in a paragraph should correspond to the idea expressed in it. So mainly there are three parts in paragraphs. The three structures of a paragraph, namely, one is topic sentence, second subordinating sentences, third one closing sentences. The most important topic sentences. It is very important. Topic sentences. Topic sentences means the topic sentence tells us what the paragraph is about. It is the theme. It is the theme. The main idea of the paragraph, that is topic sentence. That is topic sentence. Coming to the discussion about few minutes topic sentence. A topic sentence is sentence that contains main idea or claim and control the rest of the paragraph. The body of paragraph explains, develops or supports the topic sentence's main idea or claim. The topic sentence is usually the first sentence of a paragraph, but not necessarily. It may be placed in the middle of the paragraph or at the end of the paragraph also. Once again I read another paragraph. Observed here. There are maybe certain elements and situations that may be beyond the control of an ordinary man. Still, it is man himself who builds the mansion of his existence in this world. A lethargic, ideal person paves the way for his own failure, and industrious and a practical man rises from situation to situation, from a humble position of a shepherd to that of the president of the country. A laboratory student concentrating fully on his work gets a gold medal, while one devoting himself to game seriously may become a Dhoni. It is man himself who is the architect of his fate. So the topic sentence are not the only way to organize paragraphs, and not all the paragraphs need a topic sentence. For example, look at the following narrative paragraph. I read paragraph. I boarded the train to Tirupati at 6 o'clock and made myself comfortable after pushing the luggage under the berth. As the train starting moving, I realized that I had forgotten my ticket. I don't know what to do. I was thinking of getting down at the next local station. The train stopped at the local station and I was about to get down. I saw my wife rushing towards my compartment. So, my dear students, try to understand this paragraph. This paragraph deals with a single event. Each sentence is connected with the previous one logically. There are some sub events or sub actions related to the main event which appeared in a sequence. Most importantly, there is no topic sentence in this paragraph. So, topic sentences are useful to the regardless readers because they guide them through sometimes complex arguments. Many writers effectively use topic sentence to connect paragraphs in a logical manner. So this is the topic sentence importance and explanation. So number of the paragraphs exercise these like. So parts of a good paragraph, the first one is topic sentence. So topic sentence question to like ask and give the answer. What is it? What is it? The topic sentence is the first sentence in a paragraph. Next question ask to yourself, what does it do? What does it do? It introduces the main idea. It introduces the main idea of the paragraph. Of the paragraph. The next one, how can one write it? How can one write it? So answer, summarize the main idea of your paragraph. Indicate to the reader what your paragraph will be about. For example, read one paragraph, then we will identify in this paragraph what is the topic sentence. Topic sentence. The topic name is, should smoking be banned? Should smoking be banned? Smoking is injurious to health. Cigarette smoke leaves behind its deposits in the respiratory tract that are absorbed into the bloodstream. Cigarette smoke contains staggering 4,000 different chemicals, of which 43 are carcinogenic. The carbon concentration in the smoke is greater than 20,000 ppm, which thought diluted to 400 to 500 ppm during inhalation, could that lead to a host of diseases. It replaces oxygen from, and the result is impairment of the central nervous system functions, cardiac and pulmonary diseases that may evolutionary lead to heart attacks. Ammonia and the other hydrocarbons present it could cause asthma and other respiratory infections. The hydrocarbons are also the cause of cancer. The dust particles in it may be the cause of eye irritation, cancer, and emphysema. It incontain contest, which is a highly addictive substance, reaches the brain in no time and constricts the blood vessels, raises the blood pressures and gives the central nervous system a small jolt. In the long run it can lead to lung cancer, coronary heart disease, emphysema, and respiratory disorders. So here are topic sentences. Smoking is injurious to health. And the next one is supporting sentences. The next one is supporting sentences. The supporting sentences explain, elaborate, give proof, argue in support of the topic sentence. They make clear what is briefly stated in the topic sentence. What is briefly stated in the topic sentence. So, for example, ask these like what are they? They are occur after the topic sentence making up the body of a paragraph. What do they do? They give details to develop and support the main idea of the paragraph. The next one, how can I write them? You should give supporting facts, details and explanations or examples. Details and explanation and examples. For example, try to understand. I read one paragraph. One paragraph. So try to understand the body of the paragraph is supporting sentence. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Man is not the strongest creature in terms of physical power in the universe. Yet he rules the world. Even the mighty elephant, the Phorcys, it means Bhayanakam, lion or the largest whale are tamed and controlled by man. The secret, you know well, the power of mind to man enjoys, and even among men who use their mind, to the greatest extent, exercise supremacy over those who didn't. Individuals or societies or nations reap rich dividends from mental skills. With his mental ability, man controls not just animals but nature too. He cools or heats artificially artificially. He breeds new varieties of animals and plants. He files link words. He can acrosses or crosses seas like fish. His power of knowledge has no limits. Knowledge societies are the order of the day. Knowledge is power. So the topic sentence is, man is not the strongest creature in terms of physical power in the universe. So knowledge societies are the order of the day. The supporting, we have take a mighty elephant and some more animals also, strength, power, energy, ability, all these things here in these supporting sentences. This is the second part of good paragraph or structure of a good paragraph, second part. And the third one is ending, the concluding sentences. The concluding sentences. The concluding sentences sums up the entire paragraph. It is a repetition of the topic sentence in different words. In different words. So ask like this in this topic, say concluding sentence or closing sentence. What is it? The closing sentence is the last sentence in a paragraph. Second, what does it do? The closing sentence is the last sentence in a paragraph. It restarts the main idea of your paragraph. How can I write it? Restart the main idea of the paragraph using different words. Take one example and can divide it the three parts. I read one paragraph and dividing three parts: topic sentence, supporting sentences, or closing or concluding sentences. More recreational time is required for students for better concentration on lessons is class or lessons in class. Once again repeated, that is very important line. More recreational time is required for students for better concentration on lessons in class. This is completely 100% topic sentence. Next continues the paragraph. As a matter of fact, a student who takes a break of more than 45 minutes constantly scores better on tests immediately following the break. It is further suggested by clinical analysis that physical exercise improves the ability of the students to focus on academic material. This is the completely supporting sentences to the topic sentence. And the last sentences are closing or concluding sentences. Longer periods of break are clearly necessary to allow students to be successful in their studies. Be successful in their studies. This is the concluding or closing sentences. Closing sentences. Okay. I read one more example. Try to understand, my dear students. Some activities are due. For example, necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. Mother of invention. Man acts when there is a strong need. Hunger drives us to get some food. Unbearable cold makes us find out ways to keep us warm. Homework or exams make students work harder. Thus, we see man invent ways when there is necessity. So this is the necessity is the mother of invention. The next one, no risk, no gain. No risk, no gain. An encouraging saying prompting one to take risks. Prompting one to take risks. One who takes physically risks. One who takes physically risks. One who takes physically risks reaches the peak of Everest. Gandhi took the risk of facing the mighty British and gained freedom for India. So no pains, no gain. For no pains, no gain. So this is the example. I say one more example. Rome was built not in a day. Rome was not built in a day. So why I have explained number of examples, my dear students, ఎందుకు ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఎక్కువ ఇస్తున్నాను అంటే ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్ హౌ టు స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ ఏ పారాగ్రాఫ్స్, టాపిక్ సెంటెన్స్, సపోర్టింగ్ సెంటెన్స్, closing sentence. So how to make, how to arrange, how to write, how to good parts of paragraph structure, try to learn in this. So I explain, I take number of exercises of paragraphs, how to write, and finally I say about belongs to are related to the paragraph structure. Rome was not built in a day. రోమ్ అంత అందమైన అందమైన నగరం, రాజ్యం ఒక్క రోజులో నిర్మించడము కష్టతరమైనది. ఇట్ మీన్స్ ఎయిమ్ హై, వర్క్ హార్డ్, వెయిట్ ఫర్ రిజల్ట్స్, never expect results instantly. If your goal is larger, you will have to wait longer. Sow a seed. It takes day to germinate, but it needs months or years to give you fruits. Are you understand? Aim high, work hard, wait for results. ఉన్నతంగా మన గోల్ ఉండాలి, కష్టపడాలి, విజయం కొరకు వెయిట్ చేయాలి. ఎవర్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ రిజల్ట్ ఇన్స్టెంట్లీ. ఇప్పుడే సక్సెస్ వచ్చేయాలంటే రాదు. ఇఫ్ యువర్ గోల్ ఈజ్ లార్జర్ యూ విల్ వెయిట్ లాంగర్. నీది పెద్ద గోల్ అనుకుంటే ఎక్కువ సమయం వెయిట్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సా ఏ సీడ్ అంటే సీడ్ ఒకటి భూమిలో పాత. ఇట్ టేక్స్ డేస్ టు జర్మినేట్. అది చనిపోయి బ్రతకడానికి టైం పడుతుంది. బట్ ఇట్ నీడ్స్ మంత్స్ ఆర్ ఇయర్స్ టు గివ్ యూ ఫ్రూట్స్. సిమిలర్లీ ఇయర్స్ ఆఫ్ రెగ్యులర్ అండ్ కన్సిస్టెంట్ హార్డ్ వర్క్ provides you with good education. Decades of discipline and dedicated struggle made India independent. Tens of years of time was needed to construct dams that irrigate lakhs of acres of land. The longer you work, the stronger you became and the greater you get back. Rome is now the international capital. In many respects like fashion. Remember that it took centuries to reach that high. It was not built in a day. That is the importance or right to good paragraph structure. And complete this question explanation. Write a parts of good paragraph or structure of a good paragraph. Then explain in this video rules for writing a good paragraph. It is very very important. Rules for writing a good paragraph. How to write a paragraph, what is the parts, what is the structure, all these things you have learned. Some general rules are there. General rules for writing a good paragraph. If you want to write a good paragraph, you have followed these important rules. I explain now very briefly. Try to understand. The first one is we must make our paragraph short. We must make our paragraph short but not too short. Remember, మనం రాసే పారాగ్రాఫ్ చిన్నదిగా ఉండాలని మరీ చిన్నదిగా ఉండకూడదు. డెఫినెట్లీ టాపిక్ సెంటెన్స్ ఉండాలి, సపోర్టింగ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఉండాలి, కంక్లూజింగ్ సెంటెన్స్ ఉండాలి. We should not make an idea the subject of a paragraph unless it is of sufficient importance. The second one, we should not make an idea the subject of a paragraph unless it is of sufficient importance. సబ్జెక్ట్కి ఐడియాకి కరెక్ట్గా మేక్ చేయాలి. ఇంపార్టెంట్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అనేది ఈక్వాలెన్స్గా ఉండాలి. ద థర్డ్ వన్, the ideas and facts should be arranged in order of their importance and relate with one another. What is it? The ideas of paragraph and facts should be arranged in order, sequence, chronological order of their importance and relative with one another. This is very very important. Coordination, coherence. And next point is the length of a paragraph depends on the matter to be put into it. So the length of paragraph depends on the matter to be put into it. The next one, a paragraph must deals with one theme or one subject at a time. Remember this. A paragraph must deal with one theme or one subject at a time only, or one idea. The next one is the controlling idea is the central idea that is developed in a paragraph. The controlling idea is the central idea that is developed in a paragraph. That is very, very important. So only supporting sentences to be developed the main idea or central idea. The next point, we must be careful to secure unity in our paragraph. We must be careful to secure unity in our paragraph. Unity is very important. I explained already features of paragraph. Unity most important. It means a paragraph deals with one main thought at a time. When the sentences of a paragraph are held together because of their close relation to the central theme, their oneness of purpose gives unity to the paragraph. This is the unity. And next one is it must be the expression of a single idea or of a series of closely connected ideas. It must be the expression of a single idea, style, only single style. Idea or a series of closely connected ideas. The next point is we must take care to arrange the sentences in such a manner that one sentence leads up naturally to another and each sentence should refer naturally to the preceding one. We must vary the length of our sentences. Don't worry about the length of sentences, but first of all, try to understand, remember, a manner that sentence leads up naturally to another and each sentence should refer naturally to the preceding one. The last one is it is better to first decide the type of paragraph which suits our subject best. First remember this one. It is better to first decide what is the types of paragraphs. Later we discuss in this question. So which suits our subject best, like whether belongs to or related or reflective paragraph or descriptive paragraph or narrative paragraph or historical paragraph or argumentative paragraph or philosophical paragraph. So first to decide the type of paragraph. This is particularly essential with regard to the opening paragraph and essay. Opening paragraph and essay. So these are all general rules to write a good paragraph. In this video particularly discussing about the parts of a good paragraph or structure of a good paragraph. I have taken number of paragraphs and examples. At the same time, rules for good rules for writing a good paragraph. My dear student, thank you. Utilize this class. Next video, we are try to explain. We are discussing or we are try to discussing types of paragraphs, how to develop the paragraphs, so and some more example we will see later video. Thank you so much.